Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to a reading about somebody realizing that I think we tested the wrong person. We've got the Five of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Wands in the reverse. And what I see here primarily is that we've got somebody who was trying to maybe even like specifically test your boundaries or kind of show off for other people is kind of the weird vibe that I'm getting here. This is somebody who would have been flashy with their money and kind of cold-hearted at surprising moments. So we're going to call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time, and then we'll continue with some more from the beginner's tarot. All right, so I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I've got some banana bread on my mind because, the bananas are perfect right now. So I might have to make some banana bread later. Hi there, Christina. Hi, Real McCoy. How you guys doing? I just realized I didn't turn on my other light, so it's a little bit dark in here. Hopefully you guys can still see the brilliance. All right, we've got Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Knight of Swords. The word that sticks out to me on the Eight of Wands is dispute. So there was some sort of argument here between you and this person. Maybe you actually called them out on what they've been doing. Hey there, Brianna. Welcome, welcome. We've got somebody who wants to take action, but I'm not convinced it's like intelligent. I don't know if it's strategic. This may be somebody who's kind of doing like a knee-jerk reaction to being a little bit frustrated with something. And literally, as I said the word frustration is what I was looking at. So you're not you're not one to mess with. This person has found out that their manipulations that they have used on other people don't really work on you. So there's a sense of failure here. But hey, not for you. We have the Sun in the reverse and Seven of Swords in the reverse. This person's mad because you see through their bullshit. This is kind of amusing for me. Aw. They're so mad. So we have the Sun in the reverse telling us that this may be something that they were used to kind of hiding from other people, but it could also be something that is really upsetting for them that they can't fool you. And the Seven of Swords, what really sticks out is the word truth. You can see through whatever words they use, whether it's truthful or not. And they're not used to somebody that's doing that, right? Thank you. Oh my gosh, guess what, Christina? It gets even better because it has the thumb hole thingy. I can't read like that though, it gets in the way. But it's super comfy. It's a little bit cold today, but it's supposed to be a little bit warmer in like 2 days, so I think I can handle it. Shout out to all my friends in Minnesota. I'm really sorry you're going through all that snow. You guys, it's probably more now, but the other day I saw 46 inches so far this season, and an average yearly or like seasonal is like 51 inches. So they're already like 5 inches away from that. And March is the snowiest month in Minnesota. So, yeah. Three of Cups in the reverse. Overabundance, excessive pleasure, loss of prestige, disloyalty, rejection, betrayal. I think you deflated somebody's football. Is that a Tom Brady thing? I think that's a Tom Brady thing. Somebody was really cocky here, and maybe you like found their tax returns. You see through this, and that they kind of puff up their reputation with material things. Maybe you saw that they, pretended to have really expensive things and it was like a knockoff. Something weird like that kind of tipped you off, and then you just kind of put together this like dossier of like, okay, yeah, you're actually kind of empty inside, aren't you? So, with temperance coming out, I feel like you either distance yourself from this person or you found some other way to rebalance the situation. I think it was really more of a hermit thing, right? Christina, I don't blame you. It's like actually really annoying to shovel that stuff. Ugh, maybe someday I'll tell you guys my creepy snow shoveling story. So I have to add also with temperance coming out with the Three of Cups in the reverse, there's something here about three cooks in a kitchen returning to two. I feel like there was competition here. There may have been a situation where somebody was being dishonest about whether or not they were in a relationship or whether or not they were, actually leaving that relationship, whether or not they were talking to somebody new. There's instability here because somebody was greedy. This is like, I'm not knocking on all doctors, but like I'm a doctor, I make lots of money. Of course I have somebody on the side, that kind of thing. Three of Cups in the reverse. This is what caused the argument. So if this is your reading, you got into some sort of heated conversation with somebody about something you didn't trust, something that didn't sound right to you. I don't think you necessarily had evidence. I think you just pick up on energy. And you guys, that is the best way to figure out whether or not there's a good situation or a bad situation in front of you. Read the energy. Like, are you over there with your fear and insecurity as a cloak? Or are you actually like pretty confident in your own brand? Because that's generally the kind of person that can handle being honest with you in difficult situations, right? Look for authenticity and somebody who doesn't need external validation, right? So I kind of skipped over the Six of Cups, but now we've got the Ace of Pentacles as well. So this is coming across as someone realizing that you're a blessing, somebody that you've known for a while, some you have good memories with, kind of rushing to your aid. I don't see this as the person that you were in this triangle with. I think there may have been a good friend or even like a sibling, somebody that, again, you can rely on that said, hey, I don't know, maybe you should try doing this instead. Maybe you should get back onto online dating. Something about opening back up and not letting this person rain on your parade. And they gave you that nudge that you needed to move forward and put this mess behind you, because I think you felt out of place because you were out of place. You were higher vibrational than the people that you were surrounding yourself with. With the Four of Pentacles, I feel like there was also kind of a gap in terms of how you look at money and how someone else looks at money. Likely, they're obsessed with it and you're not. Maybe you had the ability to actually save money where they would spend everything before they even got their next check, Not hating on anyone who lives paycheck to paycheck, but this is somebody who is trying to show off their money and kind of display some sort of abundance, and it was shallow, right? Five of Pentacles. This person is losing something. Maybe they've lost some sort of connection that was valuable. They may have been dishonest about a relationship that was, putting food on their plate, paying for their Pumas. If you've never seen the video, or at least listen to the song, No Sex in the Champagne Room, because you're like too young, please go listen to that because that shit's hilarious. That's why I always like to choose Pumas for shoes, just so you know. I don't get paid for that shit. We have Five of Pentacles, High Priestess in the reverse. You showed someone the door when no one Like, they did not expect you to do that. You were like, "Oh, no, no, no. I'm not one of those basic bitches, okay, sweetie? Mm-mm. Nope. I see through your stuff, and even though you didn't see it coming, I can walk away, right?" And now I think you're a little bit of a mystery. It's like those that thought that they could reach you are maybe struggling to reach you as you maybe ascertain the trustworthiness of the friendships that you have around you. Maybe there were some connections to this person, and now you're a little bit concerned that you're dealing with a social community that doesn't really have accountability or trustworthiness. And what kind of changes do you need to make, right? But I also think there was something here about you being, um, how do I say this? Like, kind of like, I'll show you. Like, no, just tell me that I can't do something and then I will do it, you know? There was, gosh, this is probably like 10 years ago now. There was a conversation at work about somebody who was basically a semi professional athlete wanting to do something unusual for her workout. And she wanted to run all the way up and all the way down the 33 flights of stairs in our office building. And, there were a couple of people that were like, "Oh, yeah, I want to join you on that," because they also were quite athletic. I was not quite athletic. But the good friend of mine who was like a brother, like you just like poke at each other and make fun of each other all the time, said the thing that he shouldn't have said because he said, "Pff, you can't do that." You guys, so I did it. I hated myself for the next 3 days. Definitely avoided the stairs, but I did it because someone told me I couldn't do it. And I feel like that's part of your energy here. Like, oh, oh, you don't think I can just, I'm a magician. I disappear like, and with judgment, Six of Wands, this is kind of a big deal. Like, I don't think anyone's done this. This is like Anne Boleyn declining to sleep with royalty because she would prefer to be married. Like, seems like that would be pretty accepted in the 1500s. But everyone was just kind of expected to fall in line, right? Oh, it's okay. He'll find you a different husband once you're knocked up. It'll be fine. This is like somebody just not here for the games. Like, if you get a whiff of something being, competitive or disrespectful, you're just like gone. So, actually, let's switch. I feel like we need the Santa Muerte in our life today. So there's an element of like, gotcha, like, yeah, no, I was actually telling you the truth. Like, I'm not gonna make empty threats like some people I know. I make actual threats and then I follow through with them. Good morning, Rose. As I'm talking about threats, sorry. We're just talking about being able to leave when it's not a good environment. So there is that damn Three of Cups again, you guys. This is insanity. So I pulled 8 cards from the first deck, 8 from the second, 2 from the third, and we have the Three of Cups every single time. This one's in the upright. This is telling me you have already, for whoever I'm reading for, you've already started the process of rejecting people that are not in your life, for a positive reason, right? If there's friends that are lying or somebody who's just money hungry, whatever it is, you're like, no, it's okay. Like, if I only have 2 good friends, that's cool because I know I can trust them, right? And with the Eight of Swords, I love this. Eight of Swords in the reverse, it's like you feel free. You don't have to deal with the drama. You don't have to deal with the explaining yourself. Like, no, that's not what I meant. That's not what was going on. You just kind of like breathe fresh air all the time because you don't have to deal with, bullshit. Hi there, King Pirate. We have Judgment and the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Interesting. So Judgment is coming out underneath the Ace of Pentacles. This is like a very fast decision on an opportunity. Somebody may have made a quick decision regarding a job opportunity that called for you to move away, or maybe an offer to house sit, something interesting like that. And with the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, this is making somebody else feel like they have truly lost you. Just, up and gone. It's like somebody was expecting to have another conversation, likely face to face, and then realized that you'd already left, something like that. King of Wands in the reverse, Five of Cups, and Santa Muerte, which is death, in the reverse. There's someone here who is going to, or already has, have some sort of conversation with you. And I think it'll be very transparent to you that this person is trying to manipulate you emotionally or trying to use some sort of compassion they know that you have. Like, for example, oh, you left so quickly. Like, you didn't say goodbye to my dogs. You know that they love you, right? Like, trying to get you to have a face to face when you're not interested. And death in the reverse, underneath Judgment, is kind of coming out two ways. Like, this person, I think it's dawning on them, like they're realizing this is actually probably not a thing anymore. Like, you're actually okay with cutting me out of your life. And with the Santa Muerte in the reverse, it's like you're saying, if you haven't changed your behavior, then this is done. And I haven't seen any evidence of your behavior changing. Therefore, somebody realizes, yes, it's actually done when they're asking, and you're demonstrating why. So I think honesty is something that you're like wielding with pretty adept experience or strength. You're not afraid to be honest in this situation. We have the Six of Pentacles and the World. Oh man. Do you guys like how crazy I am with how I lay my cards out? I like them to be a little bit even. So Six of Pentacles underneath what would have been Six of Wands, right? So you may be seeing sixes fairly frequently. That is all about finding a balance after going through kind of a difficult or change, like a big change, right? And the World, I can't help it, you guys. I see Miley Cyrus's Wrecking Ball when I see this card. And I feel like there's some element of people being a little bit surprised that you can, trim the fat and still have a smile on your face the next day. Like, you know how to recalibrate, you know how to move on after a difficult situation and heal, maybe a lot faster than people are used to seeing. We have the Page of Swords or Knave of Swords. This is interesting because we were talking about with the Three of Cups, a sense that you've found or you feel really solid about the social circle that you've got around you right now. We've got Page of Swords and then the Magician in the reverse. This is like, to me, saying you're turning your back on the drama. You're not responding to people that are, wanting to maybe start a fight with you or bring you back into the toxicity. You are finding peace possibly by actually like writing something or doing some sort of transmutation. But I think mostly what I see with this is you have turned your back. You're not letting other people drag you back in. If there's a problem, someone else has to solve it because you're not going to. You have other things to do, right? We have the Seven of Wands in the reverse and the Three of Cups again. You guys, what the shit? This is highly unusual. This is basically the title of the reading, right? Somebody is no longer protected. They messed up. They shouldn't have tried to test you. They had your trust. They decided to mess around with that. And this is under the Ten of Pentacles. So this, for many people, is going to be some sort of material loss because that's what they've established as the most important thing to them, right? If they're money obsessed, if they're really into bragging about how much money they have, then that's where the universe will kick them in the gonads. Empress and Eight of Cups. So whether you identify as female or not, the Empress is your energy here. If this reading is resonating for you, this is somebody who knows how to walk away from things that are not for them. Because the Eight of Cups is leaving after a pretty significant emotional investment, but that Empress still looks pretty happy. That Empress has found a way to entertain herself. Like, I can't help it. When I look at this, I should hold it up for you guys. When I look at this, what I see is those Instagram reels where like they're making a bit of a joke, right? They're like, he told me to send me a video or send him a video of me playing with myself. And then it's somebody who's like, doing weird Carmen shit, like, psh, that's what I see. Like somebody who has mastered the art of enjoying solitude and not giving a fuck, basically. Four of Swords in the reverse and Knave of Chalices. I feel like this is you aren't necessarily requiring an apology to be able to find some sense of closure. Because with the Four of Swords in the reverse, this is making me feel like you can do the introspection you need without hearing directly from somebody an apology. It's not required for you to get that apology. And that's a big deal, you guys. There are a lot of people who don't know how to move forward before they've had that sense of closure in the form of a conversation. But there is something very empowering about being able to move on without that and accept that however someone treated you is not necessarily something you should take as a direct reflection on your worth or that you did something. There may be a very complex situation you know nothing about, and that's okay. You can still move forward. And with the Seven of Cups in the reverse, I think there's clarity here for you, even though there may not have been an apology or there may not be an apology. All right, we're going to use the Golden Lenormand. And we were just talking about how you don't need to have a face-to-face conversation to have closure. And then what do we have but somebody writing in, I want to have a conversation with you. It's urgent. Good morning, Joanna. And honestly, the vibe I get off of this, because this doesn't even have a person in it, right? It's just the key. I feel like you're going to lock this person out. This person may want to rush in and surprise you or show up at your work or some weird crap like that, and you're just gonna be like, nah, I'm good. Thanks, but no. We have the ship. And the snake, which is not very shocking because I did put the word liar in the title. I think you know that whoever this person is that wants to come galloping in on their rescue horse. That's not a dig at rescue animals, by the way. That's like somebody who thinks they can rescue you. They're the ones who failed here, not you. The Six of Wands is your energy. The Six of Wands in the reverse is their energy. So they can't rescue you from anything. And if they don't already know that, you might tell them. But we have the ship and the snake indicating that instead of snakes being on a plane, it's on a ship. Just kidding. Did I get you? This to me says you're over it. You're not willing to listen to any communication because you know it's going to be in some way manipulative, right? All right, we're going to grab a few from the situations deck. So we may see, well, we'll see what comes out, but I feel like because of so many Three of Cups, we may see the love affair card. We have crickets and Archangel Michael. So your protection is your silence. Silence is golden. Don't feel like you have to communicate anything to anyone, right? It's up to you. We have hamster wheel. History happened and cleansing in the reverse. So this tells me that we have somebody that has refused to do the work, and they're basically seeing a financial loss or some sort of hit to, you know, their material assets. Maybe they, I don't know, I don't like talking about that kind of stuff, but there is a lesson that this person is learning, and it's because of how they treated you and I think another person. I think they were being dishonest to a few people. So we have family in the reverse and receipts. You have some sort of evidence here. Or you're telling someone, prove to me that you don't have a whole other like girlfriend, wife, whatever. Like, prove to me that you don't have this third party. And whichever way it goes, whether you have the evidence or you're asking for them to prove it, it is merely an echo of what your thoughts already are, or confirmation, right? This person has been dishonest with you. That's why they are no longer in the inner circle anymore. And that makes you happy because there's no more toxicity, right? And then we have intervention coming out. So remember we were talking about you being protected? I feel like that's why we have intervention. There was somebody, a friend or a family member, somebody who really cares about you, that maybe told you something you didn't really want to hear, but the more you thought about it, the more you considered the wisdom, you realized that it was time to pack up or make a change. So for many of you, the reason you were able to kind of glide through this change a little bit less, difficultly or with a little bit more grace, it's because there was an offer here, some sort of job offer or some sort of opening for you in terms of finding some freedom and independence. Isn't that cute how that popped out of there? This is the divine masculine. So you may have had a friend of the love interest give you evidence, because I don't see this divine masculine as somebody who has been a liar. I view this more so as somebody who tipped you off to what happened. And I think for many of you, this person was trying to help you because they're in love with you. So, you guys, how crazy is that? Karmic, third party. And then we may have like a fourth person entering the chat. Like, there's something here about someone feeling bad about how another person was treating you and wanting you to know the truth because they didn't want you looking like a fool. They didn't want you to lose more on this relationship. So I think for a lot of you, this could be like a friend of the person that you were considering dating. Hi there, Debbie. Hello there. Let's walk home. Stumbling over my words, but at least I'm not stumbling home. All right, we've got the Gypsy Oracle. Get a few more for you here. Tell me more about this offer on the table, please. For some of you, this offer on the table is from this other divine, well, this other masculine who happens to be divine. Because I don't believe the person who's been lying and obsessed with money is divine. Haughtiness with a beautiful little peacock. I don't know. I mean, if it had been me, I probably would have had the feathers all up because that's like literally, it's got to be the basis for the term cocky, don't you think? Cheerfulness in the reverse. Old woman. So here's what I see from this, you guys. Whoever you are dealing with that is dishonest is somebody who is struggling with some sort of insecurity or depression, and they basically take out their rage on other people or those around them. And with old woman, what I'm getting actually is that I think you were dealing with somebody that was just fine with insulting you in kind of those like second, third grade ways, like, you're fat, your mom is fat, just like not very intelligent, right? And this was an attempt to try to keep you a little bit less confident because this person, I think, was sensing that you could see through their bullshit. So this could have been like somebody that liked to love bomb you and then not talk to you for a couple of days, right? Because we have crickets. There's some sort of behavior here that really kind of helped you understand this is not the right thing for me, right? Hello there, Purple Royalty. Hello. Oh, I already said hi to Debbie. But she's saying hi to Joanna. Joanna, you're so awesome. All right, we've got merchant in the reverse and pleasure seekers in the reverse. I think this is basically just saying you won't like put any energy or attention into something that you know is toxic, and it really upsets this person because they're used to getting a little bit of satisfaction out of making you squirm or making you yell back or whatever it is. But you guys, I have to say, there is definitely some sense of empowerment when you're able to hold back from saying the things that you know you might regret the next day. If you can handle a conversation with class, it just makes it that much more obvious that moving away from that energy is the right thing to do, right? Thank you. All right, let's get Here's what I want to know. I want to know what this divine masculine is thinking, because if I'm right, this is somebody who feels like almost like this is a forbidden love. Like they shouldn't, it's like Love Actually. I don't want to ruin that for anybody, but just somebody admiring you, knowing that they probably shouldn't, but they did something here to help you. They gave you a heads up. Finances. I'm busy with work right now and it requires my attention. Worry. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? I told you guys. This person is real concerned about what everyone else would say because they feel like you're forbidden fruit. Hi, Jennifer. Welcome. Thank you. We've got Magnet. I keep being drawn back to you and I can't quite explain why. So we've had that come out twice, you guys. You may want to go to the doctor and see why everyone's so drawn to you. Just kidding. This person's trying to keep things under control, and I think they just can't stop thinking about you. So they may feel like there's a, I don't know, benefit to giving it a few months. So we've got within a few months. I think this person is trying to figure out their finances, trying to work out how the drama would play out if they were to make a move on you. But this is somebody who saw how you were being treated by someone else, and they got offended because they know that you deserve better than what this person was doing. This is like, somebody saying, if I was with her, I would treat her better. Moving on. I feel like we both need to go our separate ways for a while. This is what I just said, you guys. There's some benefit here to letting things die down a little bit. So this person is going to let the situation breathe, kind of like, what, a fine wine? Is that a thing? Mask. Honestly, I pretend to be someone I'm not because being vulnerable feels uncomfortable. Energy. You've been thinking about me because I've been thinking about you. We're connecting. Do you have a crush on this person too? Yep. They're trying to work things out. They're real confused about how they feel, but I get a sense that they're at least happy that you have moved away from this energy that was disrespectful towards you, because it was, I think, kind of painful for this person to like hear somebody talk about you or hear somebody talk about the situation, right? All right, tell me more about the key, please. 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is about looking to the past, living in the past, not being able to move on from a disappointment or a betrayal, a failure, and completely ignoring the fact that there are 2 cups behind you that represent a new opportunity. This is what somebody wants to put you into, like the energy they want you to be in, right? They want you so upset over how things went in the past that you can't start something new. And I think they've underestimated you. Hi there, Patricia. How are you doing? We have Strength. They don't expect you to be so emotionally strong. I think they've been dealing with a lot of unhealed people. They may have figured out that you might have been unhealed at the start, but that you have worked on that and now you're better equipped to deal with somebody who is trying to get in your way. With the 2 of Wands in the reverse, I'm taking this as somebody who is trying to undermine your confidence or your courage in pursuing a different path. and they don't realize that they have underestimated you. Therefore, this is bad planning on their part. They're assuming that they're going to win, but they are overly confident. Tell me about the old woman, please. Six of Wands in the reverse, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Three of Wands. This person is basically what I just said, failing at convincing you that you are not prepared or resourceful enough to be able to start this new journey or this new chapter. With the Three of Wands, this is you taking action on plans that you have made. You know, we can all make plans, but it actually takes some forward movement, some inertia, some self-actualizing, self-initializing behavior. And I think this person was pretty confident that you didn't have the money to do something. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They may also not have been prepared to find out that you knew exactly what was going on. No way, Debbie. That's so cool. And that's pretty much what I've seen. We've got Nine of Swords in the reverse. There's something here that helps you. Remember, we had that Ace of Pentacles? There is help or some sort of maybe even financial help that enables you to make the changes that you want to make. We have the Empress in the reverse, so be cautious because there is somebody here who is definitely trying to knock you off your square, and specifically I see them wanting to impact your confidence. Tell me about the Divine Masculine. All right, this goes up to you, Debbie. Tell me about the Divine Masculine, and you're the High Priestess. So this person's heartbroken over you. I think some of you already know that this person might have a thing for you. But whatever it is, they see you as like the prize. Like they want to protect you is the vibe I'm getting here. Tell me about the Love card. But they didn't feel like they could be honest about how they felt because they were being loyal to a friend or family member. And there's some sort of regret that they have over something they said. Maybe they feel like they contributed to something that hurt you, or maybe they feel like it was a bad idea to cut things off or tell you, you know, there was no future, something along those lines that they feel like they should have just like kissed you or something. Tell me about the Seven of Cups in the reverse. Page of Swords in the reverse. The truth is coming out about some sort of legal issue. This could be a tax issue or just some sort of gossip that's been going on around you. Somebody has been exposed. So this feels to me like this love interest that was putting you in a third party had maybe tried to make it seem like you were somehow the instigator, you know, homewrecker, whatever it was, but it's come out. There's some sort of evidence here that you were being lied to or that this person was telling you that things were over or going to be over. Queen of Swords. They may have lied about what kind of boundaries you had or what you said when you found out. Tell me about the Temperance card, please. Yeah, but you've been able to move away from this. You're starting a brand new chapter for yourself and you're not letting this stop you. If anything, you're just taking it as a lesson and it's helping you be a little bit more intelligent about who you're spending your time with. With the Six of Cups here, I think you've got some really good friends. Even though you've had to cut a few out, you do have some that really care about you. Tell me about the Knight of Swords, please. Four of Wands in the reverse. Ten of Swords in the reverse. So whatever this disappointment was, or, breakup, with the Ten of Swords in the reverse, I feel like you are healing faster than most people would, even though this was, I think, a pretty difficult situation to find yourself in. You have found a way to focus on the positive elements of it. And I feel like you're really giving yourself a pat on the back or a high five here in terms of being able to transform or move past this in a way that people didn't really expect you to be capable of doing. Tell me about this offer on the table, please. Emperor in the reverse. Hmm. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Cups. This feels like somebody trying to make an offer to get you back or to come back, but it's not a good offer. With Emperor in the reverse, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, this is someone being manipulative or controlling, trying to convey something that isn't actually real. So this Seven of Cups, I think, is also, you saw through an illusion or somebody's lies, and other people are seeing through that as well. That's why whatever this offer is, if it's, not an actual, like, genuine offer, you're going to be able to walk away from it. Hi there, Scotty. Welcome. And it may be because of a King of Cups. Who's the King of Cups? Someone who hasn't made an offer yet. You have somebody else interested in you who might actually know how to communicate their emotions. But just like this said, they're working on their finances. All right. We're going to grab a few from the Romance Angel Oracle, and then we'll call it a day since we're already close to 50 minutes. They like to mess with my audio at that point. Ooh, this person feels drawn to you because they felt like you had known each other forever, even when they met you, right? I'm so glad to hear that, Dino. I'm glad you're here. We've got past life relationship indicating that you really do feel this pull as well. And with Express Your Love, there's going to be an opportunity here in probably the next couple of months, but for some of you that may be sooner, where this person is going to tell you how they feel, and they're going to be real curious to know if you feel the same way. So it looks like your guidance is to let your friends help you. Don't be too much of a hermit, right? You got to be able to hang out with people at some point. We have let go of control issues and keep an open mind. So I think this let go of control issues is really more like let go of controlling exes. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but I don't think you have control issues. I think you're just mastering your own control after somebody else was trying to control your situation. But with keep an open mind, I think you're being encouraged to let go of the past and not assume that whatever happened in the past is going to happen with this new person. Remember, you do have the powers of manifestation within you. You want to focus on positive thoughts, not worry that the new partner is doing the same thing as the old partner, because we do bring into existence whatever we're thinking about. So think about what you want this relationship to end up as, and that's a much better way to approach it. All right, you guys, I'm going to cut the reading there. I hope to see you on the next reading and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.